What's up, guys? This is Dennis with Luke Zion Jewelry. Thank you so much for tuning in today. In this video, I'm going to be talking to you about 3 essential chains must-haves for men. So with that being said, let's get started.
All right, guys, so here they are. We have an 8mm flat curb chain all the way to the left. In the middle, we have a 6mm Cuban link chain. And lastly, all the way to the right, we have a 3mm diamond cut rope chain. And just for reference, all of these chains are solid sterling silver 925 and made in Italy. All right, guys, when it comes to these chains, these are extremely popular chain designs automatically. The Cuban link chain is extremely popular. So is the diamond cut rope chain, and so is the flat curb chain. These chains do not need any special introduction. They have been in the marketplace for a very long time, and they are highly sought after. And so I'm going to go into detail about these specific millimeters that I chose here to give you guys an idea on how you can wear them and just the thought process about these 3mm. And so I did take different angles, different B-roll. I am wearing the chains just to give you guys an idea on how it looks like and how it can be worn. And so let's go ahead and dive into the first chain here, and let's talk about the 3mm diamond cut rope chain. Like I said before, the diamond cut rope chain has been a standard, has been a staple chain that many people already have in their jewelry chain collection. Now, there are many different millimeters in the marketplace, and a lot of you guys go for the 3mm based off the website. Taking a look at the analytics, a lot of you guys are purchasing the 3mm diamond cut rope chain, and I understand why. It is a very subtle look. It is a very clean millimeter. It's not a huge statement piece, but it is noticeable. It does elevate your style just by wearing the chain. Regardless if you tuck it in or you tuck it out, you can get a very nice look to it because the rope chain is very known. A lot of people can see the rope chain automatically and say, hey, that is a popular chain. Now, when it comes to the diamond cuts, it is a very nice flare that adds to the chain design. It gives it an extra shine. Another thing about the 3mm rope chain is it can definitely be worn in any different occasion, right? You can dress up with it, you can dress down to it, you can go to the beach, you can go to the pool, you can go to the grocery store, you can go to work with it, or you can even go to a concert with it. This chain can be worn in many different type of scenarios, and that's why this chain design and the millimeter is extremely popular because it goes with a lot of different outfits and it can be worn in many different scenarios. All right, guys, so let's move on to the 6mm Cuban link chain. Now, the Cuban link chain is also a statement chain design when it comes to every jewelry chain collector. It's a must-have in the collection. Now, when it comes to the 6mm specifically, it is just a sweet spot, and I say that because it adds a very nice millimeter. It gives you a very nice presence, and most importantly, it gives you a very nice weight. But just to give you guys an idea on what I mean is a lot of you guys have cell phones in your pockets, you guys hold them, you guys use them, and throughout the years I have owned many different types of cell phones, and they all come in different sizes and weights. And so one of the things I personally like is I like a heavy phone, and sometimes I add a very nice case to it. It makes it feel a little bit more bulletproof. It's nice and heavy, and it actually feels like I'm carrying a high-end phone. And so that translates to the chain as well in reference to the weight, because you wear the 6mm Cuban link chain and you can definitely notice the weight on the neck. This is not a statement piece where it's gonna wow people, but the presence is gonna be nice. And so you just knowing and just feeling it on the neck gives you a little bit more confidence on what you're wearing, in my personal opinion. And I know it does for a lot of you guys. One of the things I like to look at as well is I see your guys' orders. You guys start off with a very small millimeter, a 2mm, a 3mm, and slowly move up to larger millimeters like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And so one of the things I like to see is when you guys purchase a 6mm and I take a look at your order history, you guys have like 3mm rope chains, you guys have like 3mm Forzentina chains. It just goes to show that there is a time and a place where you want to be wearing a nice chain that is a little bit more heavier and it's going to give you a little bit more presence. And of course, one of my favorite things I like to do with the 6mm is tuck it in. And if you want a little bit more presence, you can always tuck it out, and it's going to give you that medium look when it comes to the presence. So at the end of the day, the 6mm will be more of a medium type of look if that's what you're going for. Again, it's going to give you that nice, sturdy, heavy feel on the neck. You already know the Cuban link chain is a sturdy chain. It is a well-built chain. Now, when you move up in millimeter, it's going to feel a little bit more heavy. It's going to feel a little bit more sturdy, even though if you compare a 4mm and a 6mm Cuban link chain, they're both sturdy, but one is going to be sturdier than the other because of the weight because of the links. They are much bigger. All right, guys, and lastly, let's talk about the 8mm flat curb chain. Now, when it comes to this flat curb, this is definitely a chain that's gonna catch some eyeballs. It doesn't matter if you are into 12mm, 15mm flat curb chains. The 8mm is gonna give you a very, very nice presence. One of the things I like to mention about the flat curbs is it is a very shiny chain because of the diamond cuts. That's one of the things that is not mentioned a lot, is the flat curb chains actually gives you a very nice shine. And again, we already know that sterling silver is a highly reflective metal, and that is just on top of the diamond cuts on the flat curb chain. It's gonna shine really well, it fits good, and it's gonna be a statement piece for a lot of you guys, right? I already know a lot of you guys like larger millimeters. You guys are looking at 14mm, 15mm. But keep in mind, the 8mm is gonna pack a punch. It's gonna look good on the neck. Even if you tuck it in, it's gonna give you that very nice neck presence. And most importantly, if you pop it out, it's gonna give you a larger presence. And so when it comes to these three chains, guys, like I mentioned before, there's days that you wake up and you don't wanna wear any type of jewelry. You're not having a good day, or you just don't feel like wearing anything, right? You might just wanna wear something that is subtle, that is clean, perhaps a 3mm diamond cut rope chain, or if you want a little bit more heavy, you can go into a 6mm Cuban link chain, or if you want to stand out, right, you can jump into a 8mm flat curb chain. They can all be worn in different occasions. It doesn't matter. Everyone is looking for an everyday type of chain, and so that differs. That depends on your personal preference, and most importantly, your body size and how you like to style your chains. But what I'm referring to here is styling. What I'm referring to here is just mixing and matching and playing with the chain designs. And I have mentioned this before in the past, is chain collecting should be fun. It is a process, it is a journey. It is fun to play with the millimeters, with the lengths, and just mixing and matching and seeing what you like in different scenarios. For example, you can go to a concert, you want to stand out a little bit more, you can wear an 8mm flat curb chain and you're going to be fine. You're not going to be so self-conscious of wearing a larger millimeter if you're used to, for example, smaller millimeters like the 3mm, right? This is your time where you can just build some confidence, put on the 8mm and just go about your day and just have fun. Or for example, you're used to the 3mm rope chain and you always wear a black shirt with the 3mm rope chain, and now you want to switch it up. You're going to take that step of faith and wear something heavier and something larger when it comes to weight and millimeter. You're going to jump into a 6mm Cuban link chain. You're going to put it on and you're going to go to that barbecue party with confidence. And so again, guys, at the end of the day, like I mentioned to many people, and it comes back and back and back again, is jewelry is gonna grow on you. One of the things I have seen is customers wear the 6mm Cuban link chain. They might feel a little bit big, it might feel a little bit weighty, but within a month or two, you begin to grow into it. You begin to like it. You begin to kind of be subtle with it. You have the chain tucked in. You begin to like the weight. You begin to like the millimeter. And then eventually you just pop it out when you want a little bit more presence. And so the same thing goes with an 8mm flat curb chain. They all serve their purpose and they can all be worn in different occasions, in different scenarios. And so guys, the point of this video is just to give you guys food for thought, just so you can chew on and just see the reality when it comes to chain collecting. It should be fun. Don't take it so religiously. You can always mix and match. You can always play with different millimeters and just have fun with it. And so guys, I hope this video helped you at least to give you guys an idea when it comes to these three sizes, 3mm. And so if you can, leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys think about this video, and hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and put the wave emoji, just letting me know that you watched this video all the way to the end. You guys are the best. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video.